Hey, my name is Scott from Birdwatching HQ, and from behind me, as you can see, this is my bird feeders and bird feeding station. These are my live cameras, my high definition network security cameras that I have set up. There's two of them that watch my bird feeders 24/7, which I've had up for about 3 years. Unfortunately, recently I've had a bit of a major problem with both of the cameras, and that is that ants have gotten inside of them, made a colony, and are causing all sorts of problems for the cameras. All right, the biggest issue that I'm having is that with all the ants inside and bringing their food and everything in there is moisture on the inside of the lens. So there's no way for me really to get it off. And the biggest problem with that moisture is it's given a really, really foggy view for anyone that wants to watch the camera, especially in the afternoon and evening after, I think, the sun has hit the camera all day. It kind of heats up that water inside and just, yeah, it's causing all sorts of problems. So today I'm going to take the camera off, take it up closer to my house, tear it apart, open it up, and show you how I'm going to clean the insides of the camera and also make sure to get all the moisture out. And also, we are going to get to see how many ants are actually living inside the camera. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, let's just show you so you can see all the junk in there. See, there's dead ants, other food, and that moisture is on the inside. So take this off. So you're going to be very careful, guys. Do not touch this lens. The lens is very fragile. So my kids are sitting here with me to watch the ant explosion.
It's going to be so many. And then we're going to help you a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, we got it. Oh, look at that.
I want to see.
Luke, just stay on the ground, please, Lucas. No. But you got to stay right next to Carly, okay? All right. Look at that, guys. This is moisturing. Yeah. So we'll clean this up here in a minute, but let's start. Yeah, that's gross. Okay, so we are going to go to our other camera. Let's see, so this is the only way I know how to get the ants out. Start banging it. Look how many start falling out.
Whoa!
Not some. And I gotta disturb them a little bit. Start getting the. Not as many pouring out of here as I thought. See how much is coming out though?
That's how many.
Those are mostly dead ants. Maybe they're all dead in here.
Most of them are dead.
So after continuing to bang on the camera for quite a while, the only thing that ended up coming out were more dead ants, which was surprising to me since when I cleaned out the other camera, there were actually dozens of living ants along with their eggs that came pouring out. So what I think happened was I've been using a liquid ant bait, which is designed for the forager ants to take back to the colony, which is then supposed to kill the rest of the colony. And honestly, it looks like it worked like a charm. After banging the side of the camera for a while and getting out as many dead ants as I thought as possible, the next thing I did was I took the lens cap and started cleaning that up, because as you can see, that is where the most amount of dead ant bodies had accumulated. So all those little dots you see are just ants pouring out of there. So I tried my best. It was hard to get inside the inner part of the lens, so I used a paintbrush, soft bristle paintbrush, just to kind of clean it out as best I could. And there was still a little bit left when I was done, but at least I don't think it's going to affect the image of the camera, or that I think there was any moisture in it. So I didn't want to put the lens cap under water because I didn't and clean it that way, because I didn't want to add any moisture anywhere, just because once you close that camera up, it's really, really hard for it to get out. As I mentioned earlier, the biggest problem the ants caused was the fact that they brought moisture to the inside of the camera and messed up the view as you're looking out. So the next thing I did was let it sit in front of a blow dryer for quite a long time, just to let it air out, to make sure all that moisture got out before we closed it back up. Alright, the last thing I had to do before reinstalling the camera back outside was I just had to screw the lens cap back on and make sure that it was on there tight now that it's nice and clean. This was pretty easy, other than the fact that I actually put it on backwards here. So once I put it put it back out there, the night vision wasn't working. So it wasn't a big deal. I just had to take it back down and flip it over the next day once I realized that the night vision wasn't coming on or off. And voila, just like that, the cameras are clean and clear and ant free again. So once again, my name is Scott with Birdwatching HQ. Make sure to check out my channel to see these live cameras, which stream 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Thanks.